The centennial will bring thousands of visitors to Oklahoma, many of them flying into the Tulsa International Airport, where they will be greeted by a bold new artwork in Concourse B. Photographer Ethan Pierce spoke with the artist as he was putting the finishing touches on the 23-foot mural this week.
We are working on a mural that welcomes visitors, locals alike, to not only the state of Oklahoma, but Tulsa. I am super grateful for Alexandra O'Neill. She is my mentee, actually, and we've worked on a couple murals together, some pretty large ones. I'm really excited. I have art all throughout Tulsa, especially downtown and North Tulsa, but this is really exciting, especially as the centennial of the 1921 race massacre approaches, because we'll have thousands and thousands of people visiting Tulsa between the 31st of this month, pretty much all the way up until Juneteenth. This project is kind of the culmination of a lot of great people's efforts. This is a partnership with the Oklahoma Arts Commission and the Lieutenant Governor. They put out an art call for RFQs, and myself, along with some 29 other artists, all put our names in the hat. And I somehow lucked out. Yeah, I was able to pitch my concept design to a committee and received some overwhelmingly positive feedback, and here we are. So in order to kind of check all the boxes, this was something that needed to emphasize and accentuate the new branding for the state of Oklahoma. And it needed to be something that was, eye-catching and visually interesting, and I guess in my case, really colorful. I think a lot of the nostalgia from my own background really directed me towards a quilt motif. And so a lot of that just kind of, spoke to me. We are using paint and primer in one, interior paint. We're doing this by hand with brushes. And this, this whole composition was actually free-handed on the wall, right? So no projectors. We're gonna add some text that says Oklahoma welcomes you. Because again, we are, kind of rolling out the red carpet, especially as the centennial is upon us, and several thousands of people will be, crossing this threshold. And so for this to be among, some of the first impressions that they'll have of the city and just of the state, that's huge in terms of, my art.